Thanks so much for checking out this video. Please remember to give it a like and subscribe below so you can see more of my videos. Today we are going to talk about breath. So when it comes to singing and making a beautiful sound, there are a few, if not many, things that we could be thinking about, but breathing often gets overlooked. So I want to talk today about how to take in a good breath and then how to use that breath. So the first thing I want to talk about is posture, okay? This is a really integral part of breathing correctly for singing and making sure that you have maximum capacity for breath to come in. So you want to make sure you're standing up straight. Your feet are on the ground, nice and grounded, not standing too close, not kind of like one hip out. You're grounded, hip width apart roughly, and your head is going to feel as if it's sort of like reaching up towards the sky, okay? My shoulders, I'll turn to the side to show you, are down a little bit back in a nice resting position, and my arms are in front of my body, not arched back, okay? Nice relaxed in front of my body. Okay, so that is a foundation that we don't want to forget, okay? If you find yourself with your neck coming forward, or you're hunching, or maybe you're sitting down and you don't have great posture, this is the number one thing to check yourself on, okay? So once we have good posture, what do? So our breathing acts sort of like a vacuum where we are expanding our rib cage, our diaphragm is moving down, and our lungs are filling up, okay? So believe it or not, you're doing this all day, right? Without you even thinking about it. And when it comes to doing this for singing, you might be a little bit more mindful about it, but it's still working the exact same way, okay? So it doesn't take a lot of effort. What it takes actually is just knowing where to release tension, add tension, so forth. Okay, so this is actually a lot like this little sucky thing that you can use for your ears or for your boogers for a kid. What happens, how does this thing work? So in order for air to come inside, or in order for it to suction, first we blow the air out, right? There's nothing in here right now. There's no air. There's nothing going on inside. Now all I'm going to do is let go, and then air is going to rush in, and you saw that it filled it up. Okay, so our breathing mechanism is very similar in that what I'm going to do is sort of release some tension in order that my lungs will just pop open, okay? So I'm gonna step back so you can see. My whole abdominal area right here actually needs to release a little bit in order to create that vacuum effect. So what happens is sometimes singers get a little tight, and especially the singers that I work with that are dancers are very like, I'm holding, and none of us want to like walk around looking like we're fat, right? So we hold a lot of the time. But the key to taking in a good deep breath that can be also quick is the release of the abdomen, okay? So I'm sort of feeling like a release down, okay? Releasing down. You can see that action. It helps that I'm wearing a striped shirt kind of because my stripes are moving. So release down, and then my rib cage can swing open, my diaphragm is moving down, and my lungs just pop open. I don't have to think about sucking in the air to my lungs because it's happening automatically. Okay, so let's do that together a couple times, okay? So if you want, you can put your hands on your lowest rib and you can feel that action of your rib cage moving open. Okay, so breathe all your air out and then release your abdomen. And you can feel that it just sort of rushes in, okay? Again, ready? Breathe your air out and in. Good. Okay, so that's how it works to breathe in the air, okay? And you should be practicing this at home to really get the coordination of what that feels like to release that abdomen. I know this is sometimes one of the harder things for students to feel because they're so used, like I said, they're so used to sort of engaging their abs either through exercise or just in an effort to, look svelte. So, okay, what happens after that? You've released your abdomen and you've opened up, your rib cage swung open. Hopefully you felt that. And then, now what do? How am I gonna exhale the air? Okay, so you're going to now need to re-engage those abdominal muscles, okay, to slowly cause the air to come back out, okay? So it's what we call controlled exhalation, okay? Singing is all about controlled exhalation. If I take in this really great big breath, and then I breathe it all out in 1 second, or I let my rib cage collapse, then I'm not gonna produce a very smooth sound, okay? So the goal now here, after the releasing of the abdomen and the expansion of the rib cage and the expansion of the lungs, is to re-engage. I think about it from like a very low place of my abdominal muscles, sort of like just pulling up, okay? So then, I can do that nice and slowly. Why don't we together take in a nice deep breath and then do a hiss. And let's see if we can hold it for 10 counts, okay? So I'm holding my rib cage here just to check, is my rib cage moving? Okay, breathing in, releasing the abdominal muscles, ready, go. And hiss. That was roughly 10. Okay, so you should have hopefully made it to the 10 and felt a very gradual releasing of the air coming out, a gradual releasing of the rib cage back down, and not a forcing collapse of the rib cage, okay? So practice that exercise several times. It should be part of your daily warm-up, just to get that feeling of coordination of opening the rib cage and then letting it slowly come back in. Now, there are other breathing exercises that we can do. You can do pulsing, shh, 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 shh. That's a really helpful exercise. In the interest of keeping this video a little bit short, I'm going to post other exercises in another video, as well as some vocalization exercises that will be helpful for improving your singing. But hopefully this was helpful in you understanding how the breathing mechanism works and how you can maximize your breath capacity, as well as how to use that air more efficiently. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.